Hello my creatives, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hope you're well. So this is the short we are making. This is the part 2. If you didn't watch part 1, please go and watch it where we did the pattern drafting. So this is the part 2 where I show you how to join the pieces. Let's get started. So we stopped on this part where I was showing you the back panel, where I had cut out the back panel and the front panel. So this is our back panel, and we are going to first join it at the crotch area, where the crotch curve is. Place it to right sides together. Join the darts. First of all, you're going to join the darts together, as you can see. One for the left side and one for the right side. Join it as we had marked it. Join the dart, place right sides facing, and then join that. I'm going to show you there. Join that part, the crotch area. Join it from the back of the waist to the crotch area. Do a 0.5 inch stitch. It's enough. And then for the front panel, I'll first join the pockets. First things first. I'll first join the pockets, and like I promised, I'll do another video about that. Then that's where I'm going to join still the front of the crotch. Then after, I'm going to join the darts for both sides, and then I'll be back. So this is it. I've joined the pockets for the front. This is the front panel. I've joined the crotch area as told, and then I've joined the darts, as you can see, those folded bits, those are the darts. And then I joined the pockets too. You'll be seeing a video about that very soon. Now, let me bring out the back panel. For the back panel, remember we only had that crotch area to join and then the darts, and they are joined together, as you can see. Yeah. Right sides facing, remember. Now we're going to face them right sides facing still to be able to join the side seams. So that means the wrong sides are the ones facing both top and bottom. Right sides are facing are the ones in the middle. So join the side seam as shown. Also join the side seam of that as shown. The back to the front and the front to the back panel. First join the side seam, then you hem. That's the procedure I normally follow. It's easier that way. First the side seam, then I hem by that 2 inches. Remember we left for the hemming allowance. Fold it twice, and then join by stitching. Stitch around. Do the same for the other side too. Fold it twice. 1 inch by 1 inch or half an inch by 1.5 inch. Join it depending on how you want your hem to look, and then join the inseam. The inseam is that middle part where I'm trying to join together, if you can see. Then stitch there also by 0.5 inches, even the side seam 0.5 inches. So this is it after stitching. You can see, yeah, our short is already coming together. So just as you can see, the inseam is joined, the hem is joined by the 2 inches, the side seams are joined. Yeah, it's really coming together. Now we're going next to the waistband. Remember to do an overlock stitch after. You can do it before, you can do it after. I normally do mine after. Sometimes I do it before, but this one specifically I'm going to do it after. So this is our short. You can see it has kind of come together. Yeah. Now we're going to join the waistband, and to do so, you first get the round circumference of the waist. Get your circumference of the waist, and that is how you're going to get it. Start from the side, measure around the waist of the short. This time we're not measuring around the waist of the person, we're measuring around the waist of the short to get the exact measurement that we need. Go around like that. As you can see, I got mine. Mine was 39.6 inches. I'm using inches, so 39.6 inches. Just add 0.5 inches to the 39.6, making it 40.1 inches. And then that is going to be our width. Then for the length, I'm going to use 3.5 inches. The 0.5 inches will be for joining. Remember, I'm going to add an elastic, which is about 1 inch. That's why I'm making mine 3 inches, 3.5 inches. The 0.5 inches is for seam allowance, and then the 1.5, the 1.5 is for the front, the 1.5 is for the back when you fold it. So do that, cut it out, 3.5 inches by 40.1 inches, and then mark your 0.5 inches that we used for seam allowance that we added, and join the waistband together. Then after, this is how we are going to attach it. Still join them right sides facing. I normally like to start from the outside because I'm going to use a ditch stitch. So I start from the outside going on the inside. So get your seams aligned, as you can see. Start from the back, get your seams aligned, then pin by 0.5 inches because that's the stitch we are going to use. Remember, it's the 0.5 inch we used in the first video for the pattern drafting for the waist seam allowance. Yes, that's the one we are using now. So we are going to stitch by that. Just pin all around, as you see me do. Pin around it. And here it is after stitching. I finished stitching it by the 0.5 inches. You can see, yes, that's done. Now we are going to overlap from the outside going on the inside. And again, we are going to fold twice. So fold in by 0.5 inches first and then fold the other half to cover the stitch, the previous stitch that you just made. I don't like stitches being seen everywhere. So that's why I do that. I first overlap by 0.5, then I overlap again by half of the waistband. But I make sure it covers the inside stitches. Then you see where I've pinned on the outside, the stitch is seen on top. On the inside, the stitch is seen on top. The pin is seen on top, and from the outside, I'm using the ditch stitch. If you don't know what a ditch stitch is, I'm going to show you how it's going to come out for you to understand. So it is the stitch that is right in between the waistband and the actual short. That's where our stitch is. You see where I've pinned? It's right below the waistband in that ditch. It's kind of like a pit or a hole. That's where you pin. You see this short? Yeah, I brought out this short to show you. So there I stitched on top, and on the inside it's seen on the waistband to make sure it's intact. So that's the kind of stitch we are going to use. So on the outside of the short, on the top of the short, the stitch won't be very visible. But then when you go on the inside, it is actually visible because it has to attach the waistband to the actual short. You'll see it when I'm done to make a bit more sense. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do, and we're going to do it all around as seen. So here I'm back after stitching in the ditch or the pit. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, so on the inside you can see the stitch is seen, it's visible, but now on the outside it is not very visible. Remember to leave your about 1 inch gap to pass the elastic through that we're going to put. Remember, this is going to have an elastic waistband. So when you're cutting your elastic, I normally reduce the person's waist circumference by 8 to 10 inches depending on how tight the person wants the short to be. So just get your waist circumference. Let's say your waist circumference is 30. Remove 8 to 10 inches. You can remove 8 inches for comfort. If the person wants it very tight, you can remove 10 inches, making it 20 inches. So you cut your waistband at 20 inches or 22, depending on how much inches you've decided to remove. So for this one, I deducted 8 inches. And then I always try to put it on the short to see how it actually would fit or how tight it will be on the person. So for this one, I cut 27 inches. Then when you add 8 inches to that's the person's waist circumference. So cut it out. Use a safety pin to insert. Remember, use a safety pin to make it easier and faster. And then pass through the 1 inch gap. We left the 1 inch gap for the case to pass through the casing. So that's what we are going to do. And then we shall see how our short has come together already. For the string, I have different ways to do it, but I forgot to record it here. So hope you've enjoyed the video. If you're new and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to our channel. I'll be showing you more tutorials concerning the outfits you like to wear. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, comment if you want there is a specific video you want to see. Please let me know in the comment section. Please go back and watch all my other videos for sewing, the vlogs and everything. Remember, I upload videos twice every week. That is on Monday and Wednesday, yes. So yeah, enjoy this video. So here, after passing the elastic, pull it in well, and then use the ditch stitch again to close that 1 inch gap that we left. So voila, this is our short. It's done. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, don't forget to subscribe, like, share. Remember, if you want to know how I came up with those patterns, go watch my first video. Thank you. Bye.